do Stone Temple Pilots. You want to do?
What's that?
Right?
That's just pretty funny.
It's really loud. I need to turn it down a bit.
We'll come back from the microphone a little bit.
Attention, everyone. Attention. We're just making sure that it works. Looks like it's working, right? The little microphone thing is a boop 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 boop.
That is working. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just early.
We're just waiting on Alligator here.
Travis B. Pants.
Hopefully he's done eating here soon.
We're waiting on that Travis B. Pants, you know what I'm saying? Travis B. Pants. Pepper did the theme song for our game.
I saw it.
You did? Oh, I need to plug in the thing. What does that sound?
I didn't hear it.
I don't like that. What was that sound?
I didn't hear it either. Sorry, but with in all reality, I can't hear much out of my left ear, and that's the one I have on my head. So
I think this is what I need right here. This guy. There it is.
Cause I'm dead and bloated.
Do you want to?
Yeah. do I gotta press anything?
Well, you just took the batteries out of it. So you want to put the batteries back in?
I did.
Sure.
I did. Oh, there we go. I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me on my birthday deathbed. I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me, cause I'm dead and bloated.
It's pretty good.
Need to bring the karaoke's back, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Last week when he played the electric slide boogie woogie.
When say it's natural,
cracked me up.
I feel I've come of age.
I got a pretty good megaphone voice.
It's not bad. What?
Dead and bloated. Pretty good opening song on an album.
It's not the first song, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is that the first song?
First song, song one.
Look, I'm fact checking that because it's important to me.
It's fine.
Because I don't think you're right.
Well, I mean, maybe not on their greatest hits, but it is on their the fucking one that it came out on.
It was on Core, right?
Yep, I think.
Oh, fuck, it is! Yeah, that's a good album.
That's so good.
Dead and Bloated Sex Type Thing.
Yep.
Fuck, that's a good album.
Yeah. I remember I just bought it from the UCD store. And back when we had those. My dad comes in, he's like, "What are you listening to?"
My daddy?
Stone Temple Pilots. He's so funny. He comes in, he does. I'm like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "That's what that music is right here." Turns out he was right.
Start video, right? I am smelling like a rose somebody gave me.
It's funny too because I'm like 7th grade and I have no clue what that means.
I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me 'cause I'm dead and bloated.
Travis.
Yeah.
Hi, Travis.
Hey, how you doing?
Travis P. Pants. So I'm going to guess. You had a nice quality piece of venison with some carrots.
Who did?
You.
For dinner?
Yeah.
Where am I getting all this venison from?
I don't know. You live up north, and everybody up north have venison?
You had a bologna sandwich, Travis? Bologna?
Everybody who goes hunting for deers has venison.
So I'm sure you got buddies.
I don't do anything. Yeah, everybody's pretty selfish when it comes to, and most of the time, the people that I know, they get their venison turned into like sausage sticks and stuff. You know.
I'm about to say all the hunters that I know are like, all right, what do you want? They can't wait to get rid of their shit.
Oh yeah, I wish. Anytime people want to give me food, no matter what it is, I'm not turning it down.
Fuck no.
You got video, Travis?
I don't see you.
We just have a block that says Travis Hulse on it.
Yeah, I have a blue screen that has some weird symbol in it, and then a video icon that's got a line through it.
Well, hell.
That's what I see.
Huh.
Also, your bandwidth is low.
Again?
You know, Travis, the other day,
That's what it says.
Mike, we got to increase your internet speed.
Well, I went to AT&T. You know, they've been putting up billboards that say, hey, fiber, 250 megabytes a second and shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, it's $50 a month. I'm like, hey, that's less than I'm paying for shitty internet.
Right. And you're like, hey, they're like, hey, that's not in your neighborhood yet because your neighborhood is ghetto.
Right. So I go to the website. I'm like, yeah, I want that. And they said, oh, well, you only have this one option. This is like the internet that I have is the only internet I can have. Like I can't have shittier. I can't have better.
That's nice.
I can only have this internet. It's the monopoly.
My internet provider came through about 4 years ago and replaced all their lines with fiber. And they said, this is what you have now is this faster internet. And they lowered my bill by $15.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do I still have it open? I'll show it to you. I was so pissed off. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, it was like.
So they essentially said the internet you have now is the internet you get.
Yeah. We had no other option. It was just this.
I guess it's time to move then, huh?
Yeah, we had to just move.
Yeah.
For faster.
Move to the better internet.
The housing market's still up. You can get you probably get twice what you paid for your house.
Probably more than that.
Hearing a little weird feedback. Hello.
Weird feedback on us, Travis?
Nope. Oh, gross. No, when I'm talking.
Oh.
Hello. What?
What?
Drunk? Are you there?
I'm here.
What?
Drunk talk when I'm here talking?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickle peppers.
What? I like doing that. I'm going to keep doing that. What?
So how's your new computer?
It's probably pretty good sitting in the box still.
No hurry, huh, bud?
Oh, I've had other issues this week besides fucking with a laptop.
It's fair.
Travis, those
I got
Boomer Bunker guys, they do a show on Monday morning. I'm usually not doing anything on Monday morning, so I usually pop it on for a while. And they had the most amazing clip. I mean, I know where they got it because like I went and got it too because I wanted you to hear it. I don't know like where it originally came from, but I love this clip so much. And the one they had like Ric Flair's theme music behind it. What is that from a Space Oddity?
Yeah.
But I just got the clean one. Travis, what do you think of this? This is great. I love this lady.
If you're homeless, just buy a house.
I love her. Travis, I love her. She's my favorite. My favorite part of the whole thing is at the end when she goes, I don't even know why she does that. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it's so great.
I believe that's her saying, yeah. If you're homeless, just buy a house.
Just buy a house.
If you're homeless, just buy a house.
All right, let's start.
Those 7 days have almost passed. There is little that needs to be said. So they will say all of it.
Oh, no.
That is
You
like,
hang up on him?
you did it again.
Oh, no.
Mike, this is becoming a thing with you.
Oh, no.
WFOD begins now.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried. Mortal Kombat! Fight! Finish him! Test your might! Excel! NT! Kano! Liu Chang! Raiden! J! Oni! OHHNY! Cage! Scorpio! And Sub-Zero! Sonya!
Travis.
No life in that big dick.
Hello and welcome to this thing we call the Wfod. My name is Mike. I am joined by my good friend, Mr. Drunkard STL, on the Twitters.
I think I'm going to do it. Should I do it?
The toasted marshmallow Bud Light seltzer.
Yeah.
You feeling saucy tonight, huh?
What do you know about s'mores?
And guys,
Old as shit.
it's pretty old, Travis. It's been in my fridge for a while. I see.
Booze don't go bad, though, do they?
What happens with a lot of things, Travis, is
Nah.
He'll get a six-pack, drinks 3 of them, and then the other 3 just stay in the fridge.
well, it's kind of that way with liquor and stuff too. Is like I don't want to finish it because then I won't have no more. That's what I do with Thin Mints, the Girl Scout cookies, Travis. I put them in my freezer, and then I won't eat them because if I eat them, then I won't have any.
And then you have Thin Mints that are 3 years old,
Yeah. You'll usually eat the
and they
Thin
taste
Mints
just fine.
from the previous year when I get new ones. That way I know I'll have some. Guys, the king of the pranks.
Speaking of Girl Scout cookies,
the albino alligator popcorn bitch, Mr. Travis Halls. Hi, Travis.
Hi, did you try the new brownie inspired Girl Scout cookies?
I believe we have some. Yeah, I went a little nuts on the Girl Scout cookies this year.
I didn't get any.
There
No
was-
offers, no nothing.
Yeah, the brownie ones are delicious. It pissed me off because last year they had a s'mores Girl Scout cookie, which was freaking to die for. It was so good. And this year they didn't have them, but my wife brought home they say brownie inspired, and damn are those good.
I feel like maybe
Are they kind of like hard?
they're a little on the hard side.
Yeah.
I think they had those last year.
If we could figure out a way to maybe like microwave them for like 8 seconds, not 10.
Well, what you do
because 10's
instead-
too much.
You don't like a crunchy cookie?
No, what?
No.
what you do is you take a bite and you let it kind of sit in your mouth, and it softens, and then you chew it. It's perfect.
You soften it with your saliva, Trav?
You bet.
You just soggy it up. Maybe dip it in some milk.
Yeah.
Do some milk dipping.
Who drinks milk? Sick.
I drink milk every day.
It keeps his bones strong.
You do?
Every day.
I can't remember the last time I
pretty much
drank
eat a
milk.
peanut butter sandwich every day too.
Every day, you eat
that's
a peanut
fine.
butter sandwich.
Just about, yeah.
Huh? You know what I do, Travis?
That's how he keeps his girlish physique.
I go to Walmart the day before I go back to work, and I buy a 5-pack of Cliff Bars. And in the morning, when I leave for work, I grab me a beverage and a goddamn Cliff Bar, and that's my breakfast every morning. The only thing that changes is the flavor of Cliff Bar. You know, one week I'm feeling
What's
like
your favorite?
like a chocolate chip, Travis. One week I feel like a macadamia nut. You know, sometimes I'd get just straight peanut butter.
Yeah.
I
Don't
really
they
like
have a cookie dough?
the peanut butter banana ones, but they don't have those too often.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare that they have those, but I do like them. They're good.
You got to write a letter. You got to write a letter to Cliff and say, "What the hell's with the lack of peanut butter banana?"
Don't they got like a walnut something or another?
You know, the Cliff Bars that I just got, they have a picture of Venus Williams on it, but it's not a picture of her. It's a cartoon of her. And it doesn't even really look like her, which makes me wonder, why'd they even pay her to put her on the Cliff Bar when it's just like a black gal playing tennis cartoon that doesn't look anything like her? Just put the black gal playing cartoon.
How do you know it's not Serena?
Because it has her name on it, but it doesn't need to. It's a cartoon. It's not even her. You know what I'm saying?
It could just be a black gal playing
but I mean, if
black
they're-
gal
if they're
playing
giving
tennis,
Venus
and they wouldn't have had to
Williams
shell out the money.
If they're,
Yeah, you'd shell out the money. Why? Why'd you shell out the money?
if they're giving Venus Williams money, they might as well put her name on the packaging, right?
Might as well, right? Yeah, like a real picture, though. Not like fuddy-duddy bullshit. Travis,
Like a Wheaties box.
I watched Saturday Night Live this week, and it might have been the worst Saturday Night Live I've ever seen. It was
That's
really
saying something.
it was really piss poor. But that Camilla Cabello gal was the musical guest, and she had a guitar man up there with her that played a riff that sounded really familiar to me. And now I love music lawsuits. We've gone over that. I love them.
Do we have another music
course.
lawsuit?
This isn't a music lawsuit, but what I thought I would start doing, Travis, is just like trying to suggest possible music lawsuits that I hear. You know, I really think that new Red Hot Chili Peppers song sounds a lot like the Metallica song from the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack. But yeah, so this isn't a music lawsuit.
That was Limp Bizkit, sorry.
But what I want to ask you, Travis, is if you think that they would have a case if they made one. Now, this is Camila Cabello on the Saturday Night Live.
Said I hated the ocean, but you're surfing now. I said I love you for life, but I just sold the house.
Under the sea.
Do you hear the guitars, though?
I guess we're grown-ups now. Couldn't ever imagine even
Yeah.
Are you hearing
Disney.
You hearing Under the Sea, Travis? Now, I was hearing a Poco song called Call It Love. You probably recognize this from the radio. Tell me if this is the same guitar and if Poco can sue this lady. What do you think? No?
Said I hated the ocean, but you're surfing now.
It's both Under the Sea.
No, both of them are Under the Sea. Okay.
Yep.
I'll have another one for you, Travis, next week. I'll have a good one next week. We are going to play.
That was a good one. I liked it.
America's next favorite game show coming up after the break, Travis. I wanted to talk about.
Why is it always got to be after the break?
You just want to play it now?
Yeah, let's get into
Travis,
it.
you want to get into the game already? I mean, we do have to.
No, man. You got to keep people sticking around.
That's what they call a tease.
Is a tease? Well,
all right.
I really want to talk about Podstarz with a Z, too.
Please.
So which should we do first, Travis? Save the game, talk about Podstarz with a Z?
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
games are always good for the second segment.
So you saw the Podstarz launch video, didn't you, Travis?
It made me angry.
I did not see it. Inform me.
So for weeks and weeks, and I thought for sure this was like some kind of scam that
Are we on Podstarz?
Jody and I thought it was the gal from the Bad Poet Society. I thought because she was really hyped about this Podstarz because they were like teasing that they were going to exist.
Gross, by the
You don't like it? Trevor, drunk doesn't like the Bud Light seltzer toasted marshmallow flavor.
No shit.
Because they kept saying, "Oh God," and they're saying that they're going to make a big announcement. I'm like, why are you guys hyping this? This is going to be dumb. You're behind it, aren't you? You're trying to get me interested because it's you. But then it wasn't. It was this dork. I think his name's Jay, Travis. And like I have the whole announcement video, and I just want to go through it a little bit at a time and talk about it, Travis, if that's okay with you.
Please.
Yeah,
Because
please.
they finally made their announcement of what they are, and it sounds really fucking stupid. So this is Podstarz with a Z, drunk.
I'm a Podstar.
Hello, everyone out there in the podcast world. My name is Jay, and I am one of the founders of a revolutionary new website, a site that is literally going to change the way podcasts will be done.
First,
We are new.
stop. So right off the bat, if you're not watching the video, this dude sounds like Dan Aykroyd
does.
circa Saturday Night Live doing that fucking fish blender thing.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Travis, I couldn't tell if it was a green screen, but like he was in the woods, and like there was way too much sky above him. Like he was way too low in the frame.
Well, he put his phone on like a log or something, so it's just pointed straight up at him into the trees.
He
in
went
the
out
sky.
into the fucking woods
it's
to
not
make this
green screen.
big announcement, Travis.
Yeah.
So, guys,
Yep. Okay, continue.
so drunk, you know nothing about this, right?
Nothing.
So they're changing the way that podcasts are made.
Okay.
The name of it is Podstarz.
Changing the game.
Yep.
What do you think it is?
A social media site for people that do podcasts to meet and greet.
You're not too far off.
We are different, and we are here. Who are we? Simply put, ladies and gentlemen, we are Podstarz. Now, before I explain to you exactly what we are, let me ask you a couple of quick questions. Do you know how many registered podcasts there are in the world today?
No.
Way too fucking many.
What is the number? Do you know?
Duh.
It's like 2.6 million.
Let him tell you.
Oh yeah, he's gonna tell
The
you.
answer? There's over 2.4 million, and they have over 60.
Well, this has been a couple days since the announcement, so it's probably up to 2.6.
So where do we rank on that 1 through 2.4 million?
Oh, like where are we on the list?
Yeah. Are we in the top million?
I'm sure we probably are, right, Travis? There's
Yeah,
probably
top million, sure.
yeah, we're definitely in the upper tier just because like we still exist.
Top half million?
Like the 2.4 million, probably 1.8 million of those
No
did a
longer
couple
exists.
episodes and stopped.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
just by sheer volume, we have so many goddamn episodes that people are clicking. on.
Sure.
Okay.
Top half 500,000?
You think, Travis, we're in the top 500,000?
Nah, top million.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take
Maybe
it.
we're in the top 600,000.
Okay.
4 million podcast
I'd do
episodes published.
750.
Here's another question for you.
Top 750, you think? Travis, I think we're
Yeah, I'd do
upper
top
echelon.
750.
I think we're bigger than you think we are. I mean, we're not big,
All right.
But we're bigger than you think.
A bigger.
but we're bigger than you think we are. Travis, you're what you call a pessimist.
Yeah. You're not much better. I'm easily the most optimist on the show.
You're a pessimist, Travis. I think we're big shots.
Glass is half full.
Yeah, how's
Glass is
that?
half
You know
full.
why Joe Rogan is a multi-millionaire and
of
has the
piss.
most successful podcast in the world?
I'll tell you, Joe Rogan was famous before,
Yes.
and he puts out like 5
Back,
3-hour. Oh, should I rewind it, Travis? 'Cause
back
this is
that
the
up
part-
because this is my most hated part in the whole thing. Go.
Podcast
Back it up.
episodes published. Here's another question for you. Do you know why Joe Rogan is a multi-millionaire and has the most successful podcast in the world?
Stop.
Because Joe Rogan has access to guests that most of us just don't have.
Stop.
It's
Do
not-
you want to know why Joe Rogan is a multimillionaire? You fucking idiot.
Well, Joe
This
Rogan was on several syndicated television shows.
Yep.
Then he started a podcast, which ran for a really long time.
And even if he did none of that, he was paid multiple $1 million by the UFC to commentate their fights.
Right. He's known in a lot of different areas. He did a lot of podcasts with his comedian friends that were several hours long. And then when he got a huge following, then he started to get really big guests because they wanted to promote their shit. That's why you go on podcasts to promote your shit. Yeah. And he has a huge audience, so they go on that. And because of that fact, then anytime anybody's on the Joe Rogan podcast, it starts to trend. So it's a slow trajectory of where Joe Rogan is now with his multi-million-dollar deal. This guy's argument for what he's about to say to back that claim up is so fucking stupid. I could throw up. God, I hate this guy. Pretty stupid. Now, Travis, I have ideas on how this could work, like for them and for celebrities. I don't think that it's good. I think it's terrible. But anyway, we'll keep going.
Joe Rogan gets celebrities, he gets Navy SEALs, authors, doctors, comedians, martial artists, and everybody else in between. The Podstarz team wants you guys to have access to guests just like that.
No, never gonna happen. Stop. Never gonna happen.
Now,
we've had everybody in every one of those categories he just listed on this show. Are we multimillionaires now?
We are not. No, Travis. Now, the thing
weird
that
indeed.
So where this is going is eventually he's just going to say that what he's going to do is he's going to connect podcasts
to the stars.
To the stars. And the way that he's going to do this is either through like a shitty cameo thing where you pay people to be guests on your show, which sucks.
Nope.
It sucks. And
we're not whores, Mike. We don't pay people to
No, absolutely not. But what it does, if the precedent is set, if this does work, which it won't, then the precedent will be set that people expect to be paid, and it's actually detrimental to the podcast community because then people are expecting that you give, like Hoobastank, Travis. Hoobastank.
They're going to want their $20.
They're going to want their $20, right? You're going to say, hey, Hoobastank, do you want to come on the podcast and promote your new album? They're going to go, well, I mean, if we book it through Podstarz, you'll pay us $20. They're like, well, no. I mean, like, we're offering you promotion through our platform, and you're going to come on and talk to us for 20 minutes. It's a trade-off.
We're offering you our millions and millions of listeners.
Right. Travis, the way that I think this could work, let's say you're Salma Hayek, Travis.
Ooh, yeah.
And
I am.
Ooh, yeah.
And you have a movie coming out, right? You have a movie coming out that you want to promote.
Grown Ups 3
Podstarz just arranges like a town hall where like 100 of these dumb 20 listener podcasts show up. Maybe all of them get an opportunity to raise their hand and ask a question. But they all get to record Salma Hayek's town hall on Zoom and release their Salma Hayek episode.
So it's just a shitty press junket then that everybody gets to use.
Or a Zoom meeting.
Which sucks.
It's a Zoom meeting.
And nobody's going to want to listen to the podcast, but all the podcasts will jump at the opportunity to say that they had Salma Hayek on their podcast, right?
No, you didn't.
I'm saying why this works for Salma Hayek, because if you're saying, oh, well, we're going to get Salma Hayek on your podcast if you sign up for Podstarz, why? Why would Salma Hayek do a podcast with 20 listeners, Travis? Why would they do it? Why would they listen to the Bob and Dave's Film Dungeon show? Why would they do that? Why would they do it?
Because every one of those dipshits paid $100 to sit in on this virtual press junket.
So we'll keep going on Podstarz.
This is what we are here to do. Our website is being built as we speak, and our sign-up page is almost ready to drop. We are a patent-pending company that is going to bring the celebrities that you want to interview to your podcast. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
You know what the more is, Drunk? you know what else they're going to do?
Only a nominal fee.
Well, yeah, there is a fee.
Get,
Now, Travis, I do a lot of the guest booking on our show. And what I do is I reach out to people through email. And I say, hey, this guy has a thing coming out. Does he want to come on the podcast to talk about it? And they'll either say yes or no. But when I do that, all of these PR motherfuckers put me on their list to send me more shit later. So, like, for every guest that, like, I reach out to, we get, like, 400 offers back just from people that we've made connections with. And those people, a lot of them suck. They send us a ton of cryptocurrency experts that I could give a fuck about, Travis. I don't care about cryptocurrency experts. I don't care about people who want to heal me with crystals. We get offered that guy.
I could use a cryptocurrency expert. I'm trying to become a crypto millionaire.
There's a fucking guy who wrote a book about the history of Coca-Cola. I swear I get an email about this fucking guy. Like,
remember that vampire guy?
Travis, we got so many emails about the goddamn vampire guy. And for every 50 of those I delete, there's one that I forward to Travis and say, are you interested in this one? And it's like a guy who made a documentary about something or something.
That's on top of the ones that we've done.
Yeah, yeah. And we're like, okay, this one sounds okay. So, like, for every 50 I delete, there's one I'm somewhat interested in that I reply to. And of those one, maybe like 1 in 5 actually works out.
Yeah, you guys listen to the show. You guys.
Yeah, so what this guy is offering is just another fucking list that they're going to send you a bunch of bullshit because, oh, guess what, Travis? He's going to connect you with
Podstarz
chefs.
Isn't just going to have celebrities. We are also going to have an entire catalog of true professionals in their fields for you to interview as well. Podstarz is going to have chefs and realtors, lawyers, authors, mechanics. Oh, and don't forget, instant connection to other podcasters.
Thank God! Travis, he's going to offer us other podcasters that we can talk to.
Yeah, like Joe Rogan.
Oh, you mean he's going to send us a link to the Twitter website?
Right. Yeah, he's going to give us opportunities to interview other podcasters about their podcast, Travis. And he's going to charge us for that privilege. That sounds great. I can hardly wait to sign up for this.
You should have came up with this. This sounds like a
yeah.
And just so you know, the website is being built as we speak, and the sign up is almost ready.
Right. He's just getting the hype going, Travis.
There's a lot of faith in this.
I'm keeping an eye on Podstarz, Travis, and in the days since this announcement, like nobody's interacted with it. Like he announced it to no one, and he reached out to one celebrity, Travis, one celebrity to get that person on board, and it was, it was like a topless MMA woman that does cameos topless. And I mean, I don't know MMA. She might be like really good. But that's the only person that so far has been contacted by Podstarz about connecting with them is some gal.
So that's their paid spokesperson, is somebody who can be bought very cheaply, who's speaking about the greatness of Podstarz.
Right. Yeah. I guess they're going to make her like the spokesperson to say, hey guys, I'm on Podstarz. So my guess is what they're going to do is what all of these things do is they're going to trick like a couple of podcasters into giving them money, and then they're going to disappear. Like, you remember Podcoin, Travis, when Podcoin said that, like, if you listen for 2,000 hours of podcasts, you get a $5 Amazon gift card. Nobody got their $5 gift card, by the way, Travis. That company stuck around for a while, probably tricked a couple podcasters into giving them money to be on their front page, and then they just fucking disappeared. They were just gone. Yeah, and that's probably what this will do.
If you don't know by now that all of these dumbass companies and apps and things are not just, they're just exploiting all of these 10 listener podcasts who have stars in their eyes about being the next WTF
Right.
and making a bunch of money and talking to Obama. If you don't realize that's the case by now, you are a fucking dumbass.
We got 44 seconds. I don't know if there's any useful information on here, Travis, but let's see what else he has to say.
The days of reaching out to celebrities on social media and hoping for a response to do your show are over.
That isn't the way to do it now. If you're doing that, that
was over a long time ago.
Don't do that. You look like a desperate douche. If you're mentioning Tom Hanks on Twitter to get him to come be on your podcast, you just look dumb. Don't do that. I'm not telling people their business, Travis. Do whatever you want, right? But like this.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that.
Let Podstarz connect you with the musicians, the athletes, the YouTubers, the comedians, creators, the actors and actresses of Hollywood. We want to give them all to you for your shows.
Now, Travis.
This dipshit is not going to land anybody you've ever heard of.
I really want to see what happens with Podstarz. I want now at best, it's a scam. At best, it's a scam. Travis, Mr. Lozenge tipped us $1, and he has a I guess I need to read his comment if he tips us, right? Is that the rules?
Correct.
Podstarz sounds like a dating app where you pay a hot girl to take you on a date so you can show off to other girls and try and make them jealous and get them interested in you. That's kind of what it is. But it is true that like if you can send a guest another guest that you've had on, a lot of times they'll say, well, I guess if that person did it, then it must, like they skip necessarily doing the work to see if they should do your podcast. Like if you can tell them that somebody you've had on is like equally as famous as them, that does work.
Yeah, we've done it. We had some early guests that I really do think like bumped up the quality of some of the guests that we got after. I think Todd Glass was a big one, a big early one that allowed us to get a bunch of other top tier comedians and such. So, but it does work.
Name dropping does work, but like
the problem is if you're rolling in the same circles and like Mr. Lozenge said, if you're paying this girl, hey, I'm taking this gorgeous woman to prom, even though I just met her tonight through this dating app. If everybody at the prom then pays that girl to go to like their next business meeting, it kind of dilutes the product.
Right. I guess what he's suggesting is like Pete Davidson dating Ariana Grande is kind of like what Podstarz is suggesting. Like if you can get that one, then you can tell all the other ones. But that's not really what they're saying. They're saying that they're just going to give you like a steady stream of celebs, Trev. Like you just pay them.
The actors and actresses from Hollywood.
Over the next few weeks, Podstarz will be answering any and all of your questions on our social media platforms until the website.
Nobody's been asking any questions.
There's no questions. We have none. We know what this is. It's a scam. Nobody gives a fuck.
And if it's not a scam and you're serious about this, it's just not worth talking to you.
Right. This is dumb. I don't want to talk to the topless MMA gal. I don't.
We are going to put all of our social media handles in this video, so please feel free to reach out.
Feel free.
And contact
from
us.
the Red Hot Chili Peppers, who's on Podstarz.
Podstarz is coming, ladies and gentlemen, and we're hoping you become part of the Podstarz family. See you soon.
Yeah. No, Travis. Actually, some of our friends did ask them questions. They had some really good answers. They did tell us that there will be a fee. It's not free by any means, and that celebrities will name their own price that they will pay, that you will pay to interview them, which sounds like a really good model.
So it's essentially like hosting like a niche convention, like a horror convention or something, where the actor or actress sets the price, and then the horror convention says, yeah, we'll go ahead and book them, and they will come and parade them out in front of people. and then they can collect a bunch of money that way too. So it's a dog and pony show essentially.
Right. Travis, I got a clip that I got from the Boomer Bunker podcast. They do a show on Monday mornings that I tune into because I'm sitting around doing nothing on Monday mornings. And they had this woman. I love this woman. And I found this clip when they played it. And I don't have any reason to play it. I wanted to share it with you because I love it a whole lot.
If you're homeless, just buy a house.
She's the best, right?
If you guys, one of my past picks of the week was that Inventing Anna with Julia Garner, and I, hyped up her voice. If you watch just the preview of that, it's her sitting across from My Girl while Julia Garner's in prison. And My Girl sits down and she says,
by My Girl, you
"Why
mean
are you
the gal who was in the movie My Girl?
Yeah, Anna
okay.
Klumsky.
Okay.
So she sits down, she's interviewing her, and she says, "Why are you wearing that? It makes you look poor." And she does it. This broad reminds me a lot of her.
Just buy a house.
Just buy a house.
Drunk, I think what we need to do, we need to go to break.
I need to go outside a minute.
Drunk needs to go outside. Travis, we'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect gift for your young ones? Look no further. Dixco presents the Mike Moore doll. This 10-inch hero will complement the collection of kids young or old.
I keep it in the box so it retains its value. Hashtag Team Mike.
You can pose him, you can move his mouth, or you can dress him up in lady clothes. It's your doll. We aren't going to tell you how to use it.
His narcissism is so lifelike.
The Mike Moore doll even includes 3 classic Mike sayings.
We have a great show tonight, guys. I like speed. Eat lead, Cobra.
Don't miss your opportunity to own a Mike of your own. Go to WFODix.com and get one today. Supplies are limited. Act now.
Simple and free, a feeling fun. Just you and me and a happy sun. WFOD.
Hi, I'm Mike with RazorsByMail.com, ready and willing to ship you 10 of our finest triple blade razors for the low monthly price of 35 cents. How can we afford to sell them to you that cheap? Well, it's simple. The transaction is a mirage. You're getting the product you pay virtually nothing for, and in return we get something much more valuable, your personal data. That's right. We make our real money selling the only thing American corporations still produce, data on its customers. You provide us with a few minor details about yourself, and our nerds in the back office can use that to determine a whole bunch of very valuable information about you that we can sell to other companies. Neat, huh? We get filthy rich, and you get the closest, most gentle shaving experience you've had since you trimmed your first peach fuzz in junior high. RazorsByMail.com. As close to free as shaving can be, because you're the product.
Strangelabel.com. Do you even lift, bro?
One portion of the book says babies are taught to be racist or anti-racist. There is no neutrality. Another portion of the book, they recommend to babies confess when being racist. Now, this is a book that is taught at Georgetown Day School to students in pre-K through second grade, so 4 through 7 years old. Anti-racist baby. Do you agree with this book that is being taught to kids that babies are racist?
Anti-racist baby. Anti-racist baby. Anti-racist baby. Anti-racist baby. Anti-racist baby. Don't be a racist baby.
Drifting further and further, a slow downward spiral into a personal wilderness. once again.
WFOD. Wheelbarrow full of dicks.
Smells like discipline.
Damn!
Travis, the Saturday Night Live, the previous Saturday, was hosted by a comedian named Jerrod Carmichael. Are you familiar with him at all?
I am familiar with Jerrod Carmichael.
I wasn't. I wasn't aware of the gentleman, but he was promoting that he had a new HBO comedy special. And in the special, we watched it. It's unlike any comedy special I've ever seen, Travis. I don't necessarily know if I'd say it'd be my pick of the week. Because it was, I don't know if I liked it or not. Because there's like really long silences. He comes out. What? What? Oh. Laura's taking the dogs out. He comes out, Travis, in the special as a homosexual. And then, like, the second half of it, like, he's just kind of having, like, a therapy session where, like, he's kind of talking about, like, what his parents' reaction to it was. And, like, it gets to a point where, you know, he's just having a conversation with members of the audience. And, like, it kind of stops being a comedy special and it's just kind of like a guy sitting in a chair
More
having
of
a crisis.
one-man show.
Yeah, I would say. So this is like the big moment, Travis. It's like 25 minutes into the special. And listen to how long this pause is. And, like, there's a lot of really long silences that are very, very awkward. And, I mean, I guess it's like kind of an awkward topic, but listen to how much fucking silence is in this. It's
personally. And the secret is that I'm gay.
There's like a good 12 seconds of it, just nothing. Tighten that up,
That's
right?
like what he was waiting for. He was waiting for the audience to clap, though.
Right.
It's like he was waiting for it.
But then, like, people in the audience just start, like, talking, Travis.
And, like, go inside.
But you gave yourself so many years. Why don't you give her that time? Why don't you give her some time?
I'd love to give her all the
Hey,
time.
what
in
are
the
you
world,
talking? Shut
know.
up!
I don't
It's
know
a
how
special.
much time.
Just audience members just yelling
Stop
shit
heckling.
out. Weirded me out, Travis. I didn't like it. But I guess it's probably not for me, right? It probably means
maybe
something.
But isn't it
Something.
if it's advertised as a comedy special, shouldn't it deliver on the promise of it being a comedy special?
Right, and I get it. Like, you know, it's an art form, Travis, and you know, it doesn't have to be nonstop laughs. But the first half of it was really funny, but then he came out, and then it got really awkward and weird. So.
He should have just went on Mark Maron's podcast and came out. That's what people do.
Hey, Travis, so there was a thing on Twitter the other day where people were at mentioning each other and listing 5 albums, and I was confused as to what the albums were supposed to be. Are they your 5 favorite albums of all time? Are they just 5 albums you like? Are they bad albums? What are the 5 albums? But it was just like, hey, name 5 albums and at 5 people. And Pepper, our friend Pepper, put out 5 albums and added me as one of the 5 people. And so I was like, okay, Pepper's my friend. I'm going to check out some of these albums. And one of the albums that he posted was it was scary, Travis. Like the music, it freaked me out. The band is called Knocked Loose, and it sounded like murder. It didn't even really sound like music. It scared the shit out of me, Travis. And like I'm listening to this, and I was so incredibly uncomfortable with this music. And like I know I probably sound like an old fuddy-dud who doesn't understand people's music anymore.
A little bit.
But Drunk, what I'm telling you is like I was listening to this music, and it sounded like the audio from a Saw movie.
Okay.
And it inspired me to create America's new favorite game show. It's called Is It From a Saw Movie or Is It a Song That Pepper Likes? This game show, it does have a theme song, Travis. Pepper was nice enough to record the theme song for America's new favorite game show. Here we go.
Is it from Saw? Is it from the Saw movie franchise? Or is it a song? Is it a song that Pepper likes? Is it from Saw? Is it from the Saw franchise? Or is it a song? Is it a song that Pepper likes? This is a game show where we decide. Is it a song?
So 5 rounds for
What a talented fella. Just let me pause there for a second. What a talented fella that Pepper is.
Travis, how do you want to do this one? Do you want to do negative points, or do you guys want to play as a team?
You know how much I love negative points.
And I liked the team aspect last time.
Okay, so we'll just do it as a team. What I'm going to play is a 5-second clip, and you guys got to tell me, is this a scene from a Saw movie, or is this a song that Pepper likes? All right, here's round 1.
Sounds like a scene from a movie to me.
Play it again, please.
Okay, here we go.
God, I think it's a song Pepper likes.
All right, well I'll go with Travis.
Guys, that is a scene from a Saw movie. That is not a song that Pepper likes. Although maybe if like you just told him it was a song, he'd bump it in his car. Who knows? Guys, here's round 2.
Help! Wait till get deep inside!
That's a song that Pepper likes.
You think that's a song that Pepper likes?
It is.
Travis, do you agree with Drunk?
Yeah.
Guys, that's a song that Pepper likes.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Round 3, guys. Here we go.
What song? What's the song?
I don't know.
You want to tell us what the song is?
It was all
an actual
one
song?
big,
Oh, you don't
long,
know?
stupid fucking thing, Travis. It was like 20 minutes of just like a guy yelling. It made no sense.
All right, Fuddy Duddy.
Okay, here we go. Round 3.
People smashing on sheet metal.
That's it. That's
5 seconds. Is this a song that Pepper likes, or is this from the Saw movie?
That's from the Saw movies.
You think that's from the Saw movie?
Yep.
Travis, do you agree with?
Yeah, it's probably when Jigsaw dies. That's his heart monitor.
Actually, guys, that's a song that Pepper likes.
Ugh.
Yeah. All right.
Play more of it, or is it just it's? Yep.
I get it.
Is that the beginning or the end?
I don't know.
You're the one that made the sound clip.
The songs were like 9 minutes long.
You couldn't have chosen better 5 seconds.
Well, no,
that's on you. That's on you.
The game is supposed to like.
So it's like the death metal thrash industrial version of Fish, where it's just like 10 minutes of like beeps and fucking screams.
Yeah. Like I didn't understand any of it. The guy was just really mad. Travis, it was really bad. Okay, here we go. Round 4 of is this from a Saw movie or is this a song that Pepper likes?
Saw movie.
That's Saw.
That is Saw, guys. That was from a Saw movie. I think the guy was like pushing his face through like a bunch of knives. And here we go, last round.
That's a song that Pepper likes.
Agreed. You know what's funny about this game is if you took a bunch of scenes, the audio from Saw, and cut it all together and maybe made some pretty sweet transitions, it would probably be a song that Pepper liked pretty well.
You're saying like if we did some crunching on some guitars and like some of that crazy double bass drums, you know, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the big crazy bass. That like it isn't really even a rhythm anymore. It just like makes you think you might be having a heart attack. And then like you just play Jigsaw going, "Do you want to play a game?" under it. Pepper loved that.
And then all of the people he's murdering in every movie just like cut together like
Maybe even like the new one with Chris Rock where they machine gun Samuel L. Jackson at the end of it. Put that in there too.
God, that movie sucked.
It was a really bad movie, Travis. It wasn't good. I didn't like it.
So bad. I love all of the Saw movies, and that movie was so shitty.
Right. It was like they took two things that you like, and they combined them into something that you don't like. Like, I like Samuel L. Jackson. I like Chris Rock. And then you put him in a Saw movie, and it's like, no, guys.
No, this doesn't work.
I don't know why you guys did this.
That was the last Saw movie?
It doesn't even really have anything to do with Saw. It's just kind of dumb.
No, and the traps are shitty, and the background story is not good, and
like they kind of.
I was excited to see it. It's not good.
Travis, like the first Saw movie was like really kind of creative and cool, and it didn't cost very much money. And then it seemed like they were like, well, let's just keep throwing more money at Saw movies, and like they just got worse as they threw more money at them. Like, let's put a Wahlberg.
But they were at least creative. They were at least creative enough in the Saw franchise to where all of the sequels eventually somehow circled back into the previous movies, which I thought was super clever and like M. Night Shyamalan-y. Like, so they all had some redeeming value. Even Saw the Final Chapter, which is the weakest, I think, probably in the franchise besides the Chris Rock Samuel Jackson one.
Right.
But this newest one was just unforgivably not good.
And they're like Jigsaw. What he did is he built like a whole roller coaster that at the end, like you get like decapitated by a four-wheeler that's driving upside down, and like the tires rip your face off. And I was like, why does he have so much time to build this stuff? Like, and how does he afford it? Like, what does he do as a job that he can like buy a whole roller coaster, Travis?
And put it in his giant warehouse that he owns somehow.
Like, how does Jigsaw make money? Is that explained? Like, is he a bill? Is he
was
like Batman?
I think he was. I think he was like an architect until he got the cancer. But I mean, you can't be that rich being an architect where you can afford all of these wonderful death traps.
Yeah, I guess if you're an architect, then you got some kind of knowledge that you can make like some death peewee breakfast machines. I guess that makes
You
sense.
feel like, though, what probably was the case is that he was almost like a cult leader, and then like the people who followed him, like Costas Mandylor and whatever that broad who plays Amanda is in like the second one, like he just had a fleet of people who believed in his mission, and they just gave him all their money. Is that, I mean, that maybe that's how he afforded all
Yeah,
this.
maybe
Like,
he has like a GoFundMe.
took everybody's money.
Because like people like him, right?
Yeah, like, it's like he's got a Kickstarter for his next round of torture to make people better, and he throws it up there. He's like, "Hey guys, Jigsaw here. This is I got some new traps designed, but I'm gonna need a little bit of help. So go ahead and smash that share button, donate, and we'll be sure to get all your perks out as soon as we're funded. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time."
Travis, do you have what you would say is like a pick of the week? Something you want the people to know about, Travis?
Yes. Travis's pick of the week this week is The Dropout, starring Amanda Seyfried on Hulu. The story of Elizabeth Holmes and the scam of Theranos.
Is that the guy with the deep voice, Travis? Hi, I'm Elizabeth Holmes. Like she put on the fake voice.
We're trying to test everybody's blood with just a drop.
Yeah, I got a thing for voices, I guess, because I loved it. The cool thing about this, and I say this is my pick of the week, but I will tell you, if you are going to watch The Dropout on Hulu, that you must first watch the documentary of
Where'd Travis go, Ground?
Not again.
He said, "Got to watch the documentary up."
Oh man.
You got to watch the documentary on HBO Max called The Inventor, which is the true story of Elizabeth Holmes and Theranos. And you kind of get a feel for what kind of a scam went down here and how she got away with millions of dollars. And then you watch this Amanda Seyfried bio series, and you watch her as a teenage girl with like these dreams of becoming like this inventor who helps a bunch of people. And you actually see in the series like the transition of her adopting that ridiculous voice. So that, I guess it's a twofer. So watch The Inventor on HBO Max. It's an 1.5-hour documentary, and then watch the 8-episode series The Dropout on Hulu.
Travis, I watched a Chris Pine Amazon movie last night. I was trying to look up what it was called. It was pretty good. It had Chris Pine in it, and he ran around and shot a bunch of people, and like Kiefer Sutherland.
Is that the one with it also had Tandy Newton in it?
No, it wasn't that one. It was a different one.
Oh.
I don't know. Like he was like an army guy, and he went and did like a job for Kiefer Sutherland, and like then they had to escape because like they were set up or something. I'm looking up Chris Pine on IMDb. The Contractor, Travis, is the name of the movie. And it was like an action movie. It was pretty predictable. It wasn't really that great. But like if you want like an action movie that's like on Amazon Prime and like isn't really that great, but it's okay, then guys, The Contractor.
I love those movies.
Yeah, and Travis, I watched the Howie Long movie, Firestorm.
Was that a first-time watch?
No, I've seen it before, but that movie's fucking great.
Of course.
It's really, really dumb, but it's also really great.
Did you watch my suggestion for the double feature? Did you watch Brian Bosworth and Stone Cold?
No, I think I need to watch that, but I got to get there. I watched one of the Liam Neeson movie that we talked about that has the
Liam Neeson on Snowplow.
No, the
Travis,
the one with that guy in it. That one sucked, Travis. Like Liam Neeson.
Which one was that?
what was that one called? Blackout or Black Light or something like that. I don't know why it was called Black Light. There wasn't black lights in it. That movie was bad, Travis. That wasn't like, you know how like all Liam Neeson movies are bad, but they're great? This one was like bad. It was just dumb. It made no sense. But Chris Pine in The Contractor, that's a good one. You check that one out. Drunk pick of the week?
Yep, drunk's pick.
I'm into it.
Of the week. We're going dirt track racing here in Bristol. One of the more exciting races of the year. So tune in.
And guys, I mean, if you're homeless, just buy a house.
Buy a house.
Buy a house.
I'm Dill Dannon.
Look poor.
For listening to this installment of WFOD, please subscribe and leave positive reviews on your preferred podcast player. Share the episode on social media or with one of your in-real-life friends. For links to our ever-expanding universe, including our Discord, our Twitch, and YouTube channels, and our library of back episodes, visit us at WFODshow.com. Thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for the music used in this podcast. Thanks to our Patreon sponsors, Amanda, Valerie, Brian, and Liquid. Visit patreon.com/WFODix to help support the show. Leave us a voicemail at 636-487-4263. Email us, Mike or Travis, at WFODix.com, or reach out on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. We'll see you next week. Thank you. So it was bad today, Travis? The delay and stuff?
Oh, the delay is fucking horrendous. Where like I talk and then you can't hear me, and then you all of a sudden start hearing me talk, and then like it's terrible.
Okay, well, we tried, right? We tried. Maybe we just need to go back to.
I started to catch it, like, you know, how to like I waited for and like tried to predict when there would be a pause. Yeah. But like I had to start talking before the pause happened because you don't hear me talk right away.
Yeah.
So I felt like I got better towards the second half, like knowing where to predict that there was going to be a pause that I should talk in.
Okay. Oh, we'll fuck with it.
So until we get that figured out, we're gonna have to go back to Skype, and then I can see you guys again. We can see each other and whatever.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll see you in like a month.
Oh yeah, Drunk's gonna be off.
Oh fuck, that's
weeks,
right.
Travis.
You're on your extended leave now.
Yeah.
You going on vacation?
What is this leave for?
Aren't you going to Florida?
Yeah, I'm going to Key West and Pensacola, or Destin rather.
For a month?
For a couple weeks.
He's going for a couple weeks.
Damn, baby.
3 weeks.
That's fucking slick as shit.
Hey, did you ask Amy about the 24th?
I didn't. I will when we're done
Sunday?
here.
Okay. Because I'd like to reply to them.
Okay. What was